everybody, today we're gonna work on this Munchkin boiler. We're gonna replace the flame sensor, the spark ignition, the door seal, the target wall, the refractory burner piece, and we're also going to clean the heat exchanger. So this is gonna be a very complete repair tune-up video. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna shut the power off and we're gonna shut the gas off. We're gonna remove the cover. So we have the burner chamber right here. We have the spark igniter. We have the flame rectification over here. We're gonna remove them. We have 6 bolts that we have to remove. And then over here, we have the fan, we have the gas valve, and we're gonna remove the manifold right here, this one, and there are 4 screws right here. So you can take pictures of the wiring so you put it back as you found it. So we're gonna remove these wires. Then this one right here, and then the ground, and then we have 10mm socket. We're gonna remove these nuts. So we have the fan here and the gas valve and the manifold right here. So we're gonna remove 4 screws. We're gonna remove these 2. There's another one here. Another one there, right there. And we have one here and one below. Allen screws, and you have to be careful because there might be a seal right here. Before we remove the burner, let's disconnect the fan. The gas valve, it's hard to remove, so you just have to jiggle it and pull up little by little until you get it out. It has 4 pins, and then there's another one, another connector. There's another connector right here. And now, very careful, we're going to remove the gas valve, the fan, and the burner. Look at that. This is the burner. And if you see here, we're gonna replace this refractory part, the seal, the flame sensor, and the igniter over here, the spark ignition. So we're gonna replace all that. So now that we removed everything, this is the heat exchanger. As if you could see, look at this, it's full of this is the byproducts of burning gas. You have to clean your boiler, if not every year, at least once every 2 years. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna vacuum all the loose pebbles or whatever that are there. And as you could see here, all this watermark, the seal was broken, and there was the condensate water. Instead of going to the drain, it was going here too. So we're gonna fix that. So let's clean it up. Now what we're going to use is going to be the calcium, lime, and rust. And I have about half a gallon here, half a gallon of just warm water. And I don't have the exact measurements, but we're gonna put a lot of CRL because you want it strong so it cleans up. We're gonna dip it in the bucket and then we're gonna just clean it up. So we're gonna just soak it and go this way. You know, that's how the heat exchanger is, like that. You can go like that, but just go like that too. And this heat exchanger is long. It's like 24 inches. So you have to put your hand, your arm all the way in there until you touch the target wall. And do not use metal brushes because you might break or perforate the heat exchanger and you don't want that. You can see how the CRL is working and it's disintegrating the pebbles of whatever, you know, and it's just cleaning it up very nice. And you're going to spend 10 to 15 minutes, and you can, if it's very dirty, you can rinse it and then do it again. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If you don't have a source of water like this, you could use a sprayer, a rag, a cup, whatever, but it has to be rinsed very well. Look at the water that is coming out of the drain. So this is how it's going to look. It's not perfect because this is 20 years old boiler, but there's no pebbles. This is a clean bare metal. It's stained, but that's okay. So we're gonna let it dry and then we're gonna replace the parts. But let me show you the drain. So this is a drain right here. We are under the boiler. We're gonna remove this and we're gonna flush it with water. We're gonna remove this and we're gonna pour water here. So I'm gonna remove this so I clean it. And it's coming out from that side and that side. I have a floor drain here so I can do that. Hopefully you have one there. So I put back the drain and then right here before I put this hose here, I'm gonna clean the opening of the drain. Now we're gonna replace the target wall. It's all the way in the back. It's about maybe 36 inches. Yeah, maybe 30 inches. So right there in the center, it has a nut right there. Do you see it? And we're gonna remove it right there. So I'm gonna put my arm and I'm gonna remove it. So this is the target wall. Look at that, it's all broken. Oh my goodness. And this is a new one. What a difference. And this is part 7250 P-160. So I'm gonna insert it, then I'm gonna turn when I'm there, then I'm gonna flip it and then put the nut right in the center. Okay, that's it. So that's how it's gonna be. It barely fits, so you're just gonna go one turn on that nut because it's that close. Okay, so we're gonna replace almost everything. We're gonna replace the refractory, the flame sensor, the electronic ignition here, and the burner gasket. So first, let's remove the flame sensor. Just be careful with the burner. So with a Phillips screwdriver, we're gonna remove and just pay attention that once it's inside, if you notice, it's bended and the closest bend it's by the burner. So don't put it backwards, otherwise it'll be all the way here, like 2 inches away, and then you're gonna have an explosion every time it starts up. So make sure it's close, so it senses the flame right here. Both of the screws, and let's just pull it up and put it on the side. Now remember, we're going to install a new one, and we're going to do the same with the electronic ignition. Okay, this is it. Not too bad, but we're going to replace them because I haven't done it in 10 years. So even though they're good, you know, if I put new ones, it'll last another 10 years maybe. Now, if you notice the refractory wall, it's broken here. This is the new one, and this is part 7250P161. And this is how it looks. It's very fragile, so be careful. So for that, we're gonna remove it. There's 4 Phillips screws right here. I think they are number 1 or number 0, the big ones. This is number 2. This is not good, so I'm gonna replace my bit. I think this is number it's bigger. I don't know which one it is. Hopefully that's it. So now I'm gonna remove it. And pay special attention right here. The burner has this indentation here. I mean the plate. So you have to just pay attention to that. 1, 2. Okay, so 4 screws. 1, 2, 3. 4. And now we're gonna pull on the burner right here, just easy. Just move, and that comes right out. And now the refractory plate, it fits just perfect. And pay attention how it's placed here. So let's just remove it. Look at that, it comes loose this easy. So I'm just gonna put it to the side, and I'm gonna clean up here. Just gonna clean this. is part of the refractory. And the gasket seal, it's in good shape, still strong. So I'm just gonna clean it up. Okay, so this is the burner lid. It has been leaking, as you remember, and this is the door seal to the burner, and it's all broken up. It has been leaking from here, you can see here. So it has a rope, and I'm removing it. Okay, so I just removed the fiberglass and I cleaned the channel. Now I'm gonna apply this cement. Just like that. And I'm gonna apply my rope. You have to press so it goes into the channel. Okay, so the gasket now is in the channel. So now the gasket is in the channel, now we're good. Okay, so now this one goes right. So this one is here for the igniter. So, and it has the shape of that. So just push, gentle. And now we're going to install the burner gasket. And this is part 7250070. So this has 4 holes and you just have to match it. So you just have to match this cut on this thing, because that's where the side glass is, so you're able to look through here. And now it's time to install the burner. Now let's clean it just with a brush. Let's remove the old seal. And now we're gonna just put it back as we took it. Remember this for the side glass, and that's gonna be right there. Let's do one screw. Just hand tight so you don't miss thread. Don't go too hard yet. Do one side, do the other. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna replace the spark electrode. It's part 720P-058, and it's this guy. And remember, that's gonna go where there this opening right here. Right here. So we're gonna put it from the front and just make sure that the tip of it is closest to the burner. It's just 2 screws, easy peasy. And now we have the flame sensor. It is 720P-049. And it's the same thing. We're just gonna make sure that it's the tip is closest to the burner. That's it. Now we're gonna put everything back. Okay, so we're gonna put everything back. Just align the bolts with the holes, just as you took it apart. There you go. Make sure no wires are left inside. That's it. It has to be tight, but not super tight. Don't break the bolt. Don't break anything, just tight enough. Now we're gonna put the grounds to everything. This is the ground for the motor. We're gonna put it on the ground section here. And we need another ground for this one too. And now I'm gonna install the 4 screws for the gas valve. And now we're going to install the fan to the gas manifold. And we have this gasket or this plate that goes outside. That's it. And now we have to connect the fan, all the wires. Have these ones, it goes under the fan. Okay, so let's install this right there. The spark boot all the way there. Let's turn the gas back on. It's working. So we're gonna, right now it's 12 pounds. I'm gonna do 15. Okay, we put everything back together. We're gonna turn it on and see what happens. It's gonna go first through all the safeties. And it is too warm outside, so it might not turn on. So it's going through all the safeties, so I can hear the fan. But if it's too hot outside, it's not gonna turn on. It's just gonna be standby. So that's it. I don't hear the fan anymore, and there's no codes. That means that everything went fine. It's just too warm outside and it's not gonna turn on. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video.